Hey guys, welcome back to the Fergie Way with me, Teach FM, and of course we're on episode 28 now, guys. It is a massive game today. United v Liverpool, a game that is very dear to my heart. I'm going to be an adult about it today. There's not going to be any slagging off of Liverpool or anything like that. I just wanted to slip that in there before we started. So right, we'll run the intro. So massive game, as we've just said in the intro there, guys, against Liverpool today. But in the last episode, of course, we had an equally big game, or maybe not equally, to be honest. But we did have a big game. It was the Manchester derby, in which, of course, we did run out 2-1 winners against City. A good performance in general. So let's take a look at the games that we've played since then. So first up, we did, of course, travel to the Den to play Millwall in the FL Cup. As you can see from the team sheet here just in front of you, I did go with our second stringer. Keeps saying this, it's not fair, but it's just our slightly weaker team, you know, the team where we want to get the guys minutes, get them a bit of game time. And as you can see, guys, we destroyed them. I mean, we absolutely battered them. 5-0 run-out winners. You know, Martial managed to grab himself a penalty. Memphis getting on the score sheet again, which was nice to see. But the great thing about this was Angel Gomez managing to pick up 2 goals. I'll be honest, one of them was a bit of a screamer as well. The lad's doing well. And Daley Blin rounding off the goals there. 5-0 win, not a right lot more to say. We expected to win. We did play the young guys to see whether that would be the way. It certainly was. 5-0 winners, on to the next round in the EFL Cup. We then went into the draw for the EFL Cup, guys, and I can confirm that we got Bournemouth in the quarterfinals. And the interesting thing is we will play them back-to-back. We'll play them in the Cup, and then we'll play them in the league just a matter of 3 or 4 days later. So good chance to progress. Another chance for the second crop of the team to all feature. Pretty pleased. We then paid a visit to the Bet365 in where we played Stoke. A 4-1 victory for United this time. Again, just convincing. I mean, we're going from strength to strength. The team are playing really, really well. It's almost like the match engine isn't quite sure how to cope with us because we always just manage to dominate possession, dominate shots. 4-1, Martial grabbing a hat-trick. That's the first hat-trick we've seen this season. I think by this time last season we'd seen at least 2, maybe even 3. So it's not coming quite as easy, but still, we're not facing any opposition who are really threatening us that much. And then in the third and final game since the last episode, guys, we did go to the Red Bull Arena to play Salzburg. And I'll be honest, 0-0. There wasn't a right lot to see. There wasn't really that much to talk about. 0-0. Boring. In the news, guys, we did get Martial approaching us for a new contract, and we thought, well, why not? He is, of course, valued at 52 million. 52 million pound, absolutely crazy. He did, of course, have a screamer of a season last season. So we asked for a new contract, and somehow I managed to get him on 130, 135 grand, 120 grand a week. 120 grand a week. No problem renewing that. I'm pretty sure he'll probably be back before the end of the season, maybe next season, but I should be able to put him off for maybe a year or so. We can see he's got some stats going down there. That's due to his return from injury. He will pick this back up. But in general, not have the greatest of starts to the league. Rashford is really pushing him now for his place in the starting place in the first team. Having these 2 youngsters performing the way they are is a problem worth having. So if you remember, guys, it was pretty odd last month to not really have any players featuring in the Player of the Month awards. Strange one for me. I'm pretty sure it's the first time it's happened since the sort of series started, but not this time. Having not made it into any of the Player of the Month awards last month, it's just a relief to see we've made it this time. As we can see, Rashford did finish second in the Player of the Month awards, losing out to Jonathan Cafu. Cafu scored 4 in 3. He's obviously had a bit of a screamer there for Brighton. And then we will move on to the Young Player of the Month awards, which is a better result for us. Rashford coming top, scoring 3 in 3. Interestingly, Dele Alli was also in there with only 1 goal. And young Christensen at Chelsea making up them 3 players. Just good to see us getting back there after a quiet month. Although maybe the surprising part would be that we didn't get into the Manager of the Month. Or we did. We came second, but we're at the point now where we sort of expect to win it. Every month, we're playing that well. But no, not this month. And in a strange turn of events in the Premier League, we have not won the Manager of the Month award. It has gone to Chris Hughton this time at Brighton. He's managed to get a win ratio of 100%. We didn't quite make it, only getting a win ratio of 75%. Wenger getting the same. So yeah, well done to him. So we will move on and take a quick look at the Premier League before we do get stuck into today's live com. And as we can see, we are currently 5 points clear at the top. Arsenal are the ones chasing us, but interestingly, although they are joint points with Sunderland and Tottenham, Liverpool are currently third. So today's game might be a bit of a challenge. Hopefully so. It'll be nice to see that. It'll be nice to have an entertaining game. But yeah, we can see Simone Zaza destroying once again. I mean, as I say, when we played them, he was trouble. I mean, he was getting himself caught offside quite a bit. The older Inzaghi syndrome going on. It was happening every few minutes. But yeah, he's doing really, really well. Pogba there, getting player of the match 3 times, sitting at the top, as well as having the top average rating. We have sort of made that suggestion that Pogba will end up with the most assists in Europe. I am going to stick to it. We'll come back to it at the end of the season. I'm hoping he's done it because the way he's playing, he has absolutely been playing out of his skin. Payet currently picking up the most assists in the Premier League with 5. Not exactly loads when you consider how many goals are going in, but nonetheless he's there. De Gea with the most clean sheets, which we like to see. He's had 6 at the moment out of 11 games. Pleasing for us. But what we'll do, guys, is we'll head over to match day, see what's going off for this massive, massive game in today's episode. I'll see you there. So guys, here we are, match day in what is a massive game for Manchester United and Liverpool. Probably the biggest game that any of those clubs will have all year. They'll tell you that themselves, and certainly their fans will too. So Liverpool have found it difficult on their travels of late, and I can't see them changing this game. I've got to go for a United home win. The absence of Daniel Sturridge, Emre Can and Johnny will also hit Liverpool hard. So the press are on our side today, understandably so. I mean, it's quite tricky for any team to visit Old Trafford currently, and Liverpool are no different. The bookies have got us at 6-4 favourites, with Liverpool out at 7-2. Hopefully this will be a home win for us today. However, with Liverpool on quite a march up the table, I'm not expecting it to be a walk in the park. Our key man would be Anthony Martial, their key man being Matip. It could get interesting in this game, guys. Let's go take a look at the lineups. So we'll start with the home team, which is of course us at Old Trafford. So it's De Gea in the sticks, Alaba and Darmian playing wing backs with Bailly and Smalling as centre backs. We have Daley Blind in a defensive position, Sanchez in a supportive position in the middle, and Pogba as the advanced playmaker. We have Juan Mata playing a trequartista role, and we have started with Martial and Rashford for what will be the first time in a long time. We've not got an issue with Zlatan whatsoever, but Martial's in a good run of form following his last couple of games, and Rashford, being the local boy, just has to play in this fixture. And as we can see, Liverpool have a very recognisable team as to what they currently have in real life, so the past season's not changed that much, except for the striker that we've spoken about before, but we'll get to that. So they have Karius in net with Moreno, Sacco, Matip and Klein at the back. They have Henderson and Lucas Leiva sat in front of those defenders, and then they have Coutinho, Lallana and Mane all sat behind Benteke. Benteke, of course, having re-signed for Liverpool on this save for a figure of, I think it was 28 or 35 million pounds. So this was also a big game in Roy's heyday. A few vicious tackles thrown about back then, let me tell you. So we'll see what he has to say today. And it's only one hard tackling goes to Philip Coutinho, which comes as no surprise. However, Mane is very quick. We do want to tackle him, and we do want to close him down as often as possible. So we'll move on to the team talk. And as we can see, encourage the players to go out and prove a point? No. No, no, no. For the fans. And it motivates pretty much all of them. The ones who it doesn't motivate, I'm going to tell them I need a performance from them. And hopefully, we will motivate the lot. Perfect. So the first highlight in the first couple of minutes here, guys, Karius has collected it from a corner from Juan Mata. And it looks like we are going to attack again. Darmian, for some reason, in the middle and Smalling out on the right. They need to switch that up. It's De Gea now to Bailly. Sanchez now to Mata. Rashford. Sanchez has played Martial in, and it's gone wide of the mark. We are running currently. We're only 3 minutes in. I'm not even going to talk about possession. It's a waste of time just now. It's Mata with a corner to Smalling. Out to Daley Blind. Blind tried a shot. Didn't go nowhere. Pogba's retrieved the ball. Pogba's ripping him all. Oh, unlucky Pogba. Back on the ball, though. It's Blind. Bailly. Sanchez. Pogba again. And it's come to nothing. One of those waste of time highlights is Rashford's back on the ball now. David Alaba. Liverpool not really getting much. They're on 27% possession. We are only 7 minutes in, no? So it means nothing as of yet. They are going to have to soak up early pressure at Old Trafford. There's no surprise there. It's Rashford now. Unlucky Rashford. Karius did a good job of rushing out there, straight out to Rashford, managed to save his shot instantly. Still 0-0. It's Mata now to Darmian. Smalling, we're very high up the pitch here. Smalling on the ball in almost the final third. Nout. Alaba now to Smalling. Sanchez. Pogba. Mata, Rashford will move forward. He has done. It's Rashford. Oh, he's lobbed the keeper. Get a load of that. Come on. So the local lad, as soon as Mata got the ball, you knew Rashford was going to go for it. Keeper comes rushing out. Look at that. A deft lob straight over Karius. Fantastic goal by Rashford. Local boy. Showing the home team what's going on. Absolutely fantastic there, Marcus. Take a bow, son. It's Mane now. Liverpool are trying to hit back immediately. This will be their first attack, and Benteke nods it over. It's Mata now. Out to Pogba. Pogba with a volley. It comes back off the post. It's Darmian. Darmian's trying to... Oh, Coutinho strips it off him. They will counter-attack via Benteke. Lallana. Henderson, he did have an overlapping man. But he screwed it, though. It's back in De Gea's hands. It's Bailly now. Alaba. Pogba. Martial's gone this time. He's not managed to show. He's got through two of them and his shot hit straight at Karius. Unfortunately for us, it remains 1-0, 20 minutes in. It's Mata now on the edge of the area to Sanchez to Pogba. Forces yet another save from Karius. Karius must be playing out of his skin at the minute. Mata again from the corner out to Sanchez. Sanchez losing the ball. He does that quite a bit. Obviously, he's only young. We have to remember that. But Sanchez does quite often, a little demand more there. Sanchez does quite often lose the ball in the middle of the park, but we've got to give him a little bit of leeway as it falls out to Sanchez. Once again, we are battering Liverpool's goal. 25 minutes into the game at the minute, 12 shots, 7 of them being on target, which is particularly pleasing. And the ball comes out to Alaba. Still Alaba. Across to Mata. Mata will cross it. Rashford was running for the near post. Didn't quite get there, though. And yet, all in all, a good first half hour, guys. 70% possession at the moment. It's Rashford again. Darmian did have the ball took off him, though, by Alberto Moreno. Smalling. And plays it back to De Gea. Keeps the possession, but we like to see forward play. It's Alaba here. It's being tracked by Mane. He's had to go backwards once again to Bailly. Liverpool pressing quite high up the pitch. As Martial will send Rashford. Rashford's bearing down on goal, and something about me just wanted to see him put it over Karius again. A clear-cut chance down the Swanee, but we're 1-0 to the good. It's not too bad yet. Karius must be playing well. We've got to get a look at that. Stats. 6.8, and that'll be changing at half-time. That much you can almost guarantee. So it's Mata again now. Mata playing Rashford in. Rashford to Martial. Martial, Karius a save again. Liverpool are like sitting ducks at the minute. I mean, they've got nothing. Nothing. Pogba nods it down. It does get cleared. It's as far as Darmian. Coutinho, who's done some defensive work. That's the second time Coutinho's come all the way back down the pitch. One possession back for his team. He's crossing one in here. It has been picked out by Mata. Martial's made a run. He's going to have to try and cut inside by the looks of it. He's put it across. It's Mata. It's come off the bar. Rashford. 2 for Rashford. Sneaking in. Poacher's goal, really. Coming back off the bar. First one in there. Taps it in the net. Easiest goal Rashford will score all season. As Martial whips across him. Mata nods it onto the bar. Rashford somehow manages to get in front of what looks like possibly Nathaniel Klein, maybe. I don't know. But either way, shoddy defending by Liverpool. Gives us a 2-goal advantage as we're heading towards half-time. Are we going to get another, though? I've got a feeling we might do. As Alaba to Rashford to Mata. Karius. Not the greatest of goalkeepers in the world, don't get me wrong, but in this game alone, the saves he has made. I mean, we've had 12 shots on target. Only 2 of them have managed to go in. Darmian to Rashford. Rashford for a hat-trick. He's done it as well. Get in there. Get in there. That's why Zlatan was dropped. Play the local lad in the massive games that mean a lot to your club. They'll deliver pretty much every time. Rashford on his right foot, goes for the near post, goes off the bar and in. Not exactly a worldie, but there's just something about a bar and in that really sort of get in there. Martial here plays it into Mata. Mata, oh, Martial still on the ball. He's gone inside. It's Rashford. 4 in the first half. 4-0. Marcus Rashford 4, Liverpool 0. As a Mancunian, you don't really want anything else. Martial into Rashford, gets it on the volley, 40th minute. It's only been 2 minutes since he scored his last one. So it does look like we're going into half-time here, guys. 4-0 to the good. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Marcus Rashford playing a 9.8. Going to finish on a 10. Can feel it already. Going to finish on a 10. So what we'll do is we are going to assertively tell him that we're very happy. Keep it up. Rashford, of course, he was already happy with that, but we're very happy with his performance today. We'll also tell Juan Mata the same, that we're very happy with him because he has played a blinder as well. Moving on into the second half, we are in the first highlights, so we'll talk over it for a bit. 4-0 as a United fan against Liverpool is a great thing. 4-0 as a United fan against Liverpool, where your local lad scored them 4 goals, amazing. It's exactly what we want. You know, as I say, I'm going to be an adult today and I'm not really going to talk too much. I'm not really going to talk any smack talk or out like that. But seeing a local lad getting the goals is exactly what I wanted to see. We'll move on to the game. And as we can see, De Gea's just hoofed it out towards Rashford. It's down to Pogba. Benteke has picked it up though. Doesn't look like he can do right lot with it as Blind dispossesses him. Rashford's through on goal again. Knocks it at Karius. When we look at the chances Rashford has had, could he have had more? Probably could have, you know. It's Pogba now. To Bailly. Alaba. He's played it into Benteke. He's going to try and turn and shoot. Nope. Back to Henderson. Moreno's out on the left. To Coutinho. Coutinho's turned in. Mane. And a save by Dave. First time he's been tested. It was the first shot on target. Liverpool shown that they're maybe not going to sit back too much now. I don't think they're going to get anything from the game, but they're at least going to try. It's Martial now. He's got 2 defenders round him. What's he going to do? He loses out to Jakob. Bit of a shame, really. Alaba to Rashford. Rashford to Mata. Mata's going to... I thought Mata was trying to lob him there. I'm pretty sure maybe he did do. Either way, 55 minutes gone, 4-0, 63% possession. We're going to look at making a change. We've got to keep Rashford on. I mean, if he can get more, it would be absolutely amazing. Martial, no. We will take off Pogba. Bring on Ander Herrera. We'll bring on Twinzar because, once again, it's one of the youngsters. We'll bring him on for Bailly. Try and get some game time going for these lads in big Premier League games. That's where these guys are going to benefit most. It's Rashford now. He's cut inside. It's gone in. 5-5-5. Rashford. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gets the ball. He's out on the left-hand side. He's got one defender ahead. He's had to cut inside and he just powers it. Gets in at the near post past Karius. Karius has had a bit of a... Considering he's let 5 goals in, he's probably going to get a bad rating for it. But Karius has had a stonker. He's done really well. But there's just no stopping Rashford today. He's on fire. He's got the ball again. He's getting the ball in this game now, and I'm thinking he's going to score every single time. Martial to Rashford. Rashford's managed to keep hold of the ball. It's Martial. Martial with a weak effort, straight at Karius. Gives Karius yet another save. The amazing thing here is, guys, we're in the 70th minute. Possessions grand at 60-40. We're doing all right. Shots 27, on target 20. Any of you guys who have been playing FM for a long time will know that the most important thing is trying to make sure that them shots actually hit the target. And today, we've managed to do that. It's Herrera now. Sakho's took it off him. Liverpool have won back possession. I don't know for how long, though. It's Wijnaldum. Out to Coutinho. Moreno. He's hoofed it forward, but we have won it back via Tanzaba. Martial's in. And Martial can't score past Karius. Karius, once again, we've had 7 clear-cut chances now as Mata crosses it in. Smalling does try to get up, but it looks like Benteke's pushed it out for a corner. It's Mata again. Mata, Rashford's got on it. He's knocked it down to Darmian. Herrera now. Twinzaba to Mata. Oh, Mata gets dispossessed in the Liverpool area. We're into the last 10 minutes, guys. Let's maybe make another quick substitution. Bring on Borthwick Jackson once again. One of the young United lads. He's got to get a part in this game, surely. Just for 10 minutes, just to get him used to it. As Juan Mata hits one off the wall. Mata's on the ball again, Borthwick Jackson, but he gets it cleared from him. It's now with Darmian. Nothing come of it, guys. 83rd minute now. Sanchez will pick it up on the edge. To Blind. Mata. Plays it to Rashford. 6. Get in there. 6. So Sanchez got the ball. Played it to Blind. To Mata. Rashford gets himself on side. Manages to pelt it past the keeper. The lad is on fire. I don't even know what to say. This is full time. I am exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. What a game, and what a game from Marcus Rashford. Look at the team. De Gea's the only one who's not, well, he's not the only one, but there's that many nines going off. De Gea's 7.5 looks pathetic. And that's only because Liverpool couldn't bloody get up there and do anything about it. Solid win, passionately, very happy with the result and the way he played. Marcus Rashford, we said he would end up getting a 10. He did get a 10. So many nines. So many nines. There we go, guys. Had to cut out the amount of individual praising I did to people, but unbelievable result. Unbelievable Rashford. An amazing game as a Mancunian. Really was. So one thing I did want to just do, guys, before we go on to look at the schedule for the next round, was just take a look at Marcus Rashford's performance in that Liverpool game. That astounding 6-goal performance that he came up with. So I just wanted to show the shots. Now, a lot of people in real life now, forget about FM for a second, we talk about Marcus Rashford and how clinical the boy is. And just, if he gets an opportunity, he'll take it. Rashford didn't miss the target today. He had 10 shots, 6 back of the net, and 4 saved by what could be honestly said was a great performance by Karius. So it was definitely worth just a quick look at. We'll get onto the schedule, guys, and we'll see what the next episode holds for us. Right, guys, here's the schedule then, and this is what we're going to do in episode 29, which will be out tomorrow as usual. What we'll do is I'll go away and I will play the Brighton game and I will play the Dynamo Kiev game, but we will come back for a 2-game episode. Both the games will be played on key highlights. You know I'm not a big fan of that, but I know that some of you guys do want to see more than just one game an episode, even if they're a little bit shorter in sort of game time, as it were. So I'll go away, I'll play these 2 games, and then in tomorrow's episode, we will have Southampton at home in the Premier League, followed by Bournemouth at home in the League Cup, where, of course, I will be fielding my weaker team. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. I did. I mean, for me as a Mancunian, what a result. Couldn't have wanted any better than that. Such a dominating win, but having a local lad getting the goals, chuffed to bits. Rashford will probably, no matter what, never move from my club now. So if you did enjoy the episode, guys, hit that like button. And of course, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all the content I'm releasing. I'm doing an FM video every single day. And on that note, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Catch you later. See you in a bit.